My name is James Williams Jr. and this is Comfort Habit number 2. It is August the 24th, about to be August the 25th. Excuse me, it is August 25th. Happy birthday to my late cousin James Monroe. And you are sadly missed. I want to talk to you guys about some precious things. Memories, things that we need to establish. The reason why we take photos, the things, the stories, the things that we want to pass on to the generation of our family members who don't get to meet people. So I'm going to yell at my dad's side first, because I love them, and I don't get to see them as often because they live 3 hours away. This is my Aunt Murr and my Uncle Tony. Probably can't get a good look at them because of all the fish in the background and all that other stuff, and my camera sucks. I want to talk about my Aunt Murr, and that's my Grandma Bay underneath her. Alright. So, let's go with my Aunt Murr. My Aunt Murr. Whew. What can I say? Mean to a fault. A little scary. Love her to death. Right up until the time she forced me to eat pig feet. Alright? As you know, we're part Native American. My Grandma Bay, Mama Ada, was more full-blood Native American. I don't believe that Bay is mixed, but Native Americans come in many shades and colors, so as far as I know, she's Cherokee Indian. And until I do that Ancestry DNA thing, that's what we're going with. Cool beans? Alright. Well, Aunt Murr and Grandma Bay damn near look like twins. But anyway, as time went on, Uncle Tony died. And a year after Uncle Tony died, Aunt Murr got sick. So, now when Aunt Murr got sick, I had visited more before she got sick. And then I started like working more, getting jobs or whatever. And then I had my heart broke and everything went to hell in a handbasket. And I joined the army before she died or after she died, I can't really remember. But anyway, Aunt Murr wasn't mean. Or at least she wasn't the meanest aunt on my dad's side, but she was pretty damn tough, and she was fairly mean, but she was a great woman. Aunt Murr, like Aunt Ruth, barely pulled punches, and cussed just like me. In fact, I'm going to tell this story about how Aunt Murr got me slapped in the mouth by my father. So one day, I was doing this Eddie Murphy thing, because Eddie Murphy was like the shit. Still the shit. Hell, Eddie Murphy. So, I'm on my porch at 131 B Street. Hell, home. And I'm doing this Eddie Murphy thing. Because he did it. I think it was either Eddie Murphy Raw or Eddie Murphy Delirious. But whichever one it was, I had the shit down pat. And I was like maybe 10, maybe 11, maybe 9. I was a kid. Anyway. So, my dad had been having a bad day at work. And he did one thing that most people should never do is bring work home. Now, I will get into that. So Aunt Murr said, "Hey James, why don't you do that Eddie Murphy thing?" And it's like, no, because Daddy's going to be mad, and Daddy's going to beat my ass because of all the cussing involved. We ain't going to tell him. We ain't going to tell him. Okay, so I believe that shit. Yeah. Thanks, Aunt Murr. Anyway, and they didn't tell him. It just that he came home at the end of the routine. So here's the routine. So, he said, you ever notice how when a white person sees something, it goes almost completely unnoticed, but when a black person sees something, he attracts a crowd and everybody notices? So, as the routine went on, it was like, God damn, man, y'all should have seen that shit. I was walking down the street, right? I'm walking down the street. These dudes that came out of Carver ice cream store, 95 degrees outside, ice cream store. I said, hey man, the lights red. He said, fuck you. I said, go ahead, walk the street. Next thing you know, this GTO came swinging around the corner. 2 West Indians was driving, right? And next thing you know, I said, hey man, look over the guy on the street. The West Indian said, fuck you. Boom! Hit that nigga. He shot up in the air about 90 feet. He was holding the ice cream cone in the air like the Statue of Liberty. He said, this ain't my day. This ain't my day. Then a helicopter came by, right? And he got caught up in the helicopter propellers. He's spinning around, right? Spinning around. His legs all tapped up. Fuck that. He slammed on the ground. And he smashed all up on the GTO. The West Indians jumped out and started stomping the face those big-ass West Indian feet. Man, I wasn't involved. I swear to God, I ain't know what the hell happened. And then his lip fell off. So he started kicking his lips. That's right, that's why I'm over there. And then this other dude came along and stole that man's shoes. So as the routine went along, see, as I've gotten into my 40s, I have no idea if I even done that completely right. So I'm gonna have to go watch Eddie Murphy's Delirious or Raw and see which one it was about the big ashy West Indian feet. Sorry for anybody that's West Indian that I just pissed off. Anyway, so the moral of the story is, if your aunts and them tell you it's cool to cuss, it's probably not. But anyway, so my dad comes home. He's piping fucking mad. I don't know what the hell's going on. But my dad does not call me by my first name because it's the same as his first name, and I guess he doesn't want to feel like he's talking to himself. So he goes, "Hey Jimmy, I need you to be quiet for a minute." And it happened. I overstepped my boundaries as a child. One thing that you probably should never do. These days you probably get away with it, but back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, that shit, you were dealt a swift hand. And I was dealt a swift hand. So my dad's telling me something, and why in the hell did I have to come up with the words to start with? Now, it's supposed to sound like this. To start with. But we're from Virginia, and we got country grammar. So it sounds like this. To start with. To start with, the motherfucker start with. Yeah, those were the famous words. They got me backhanded across the mouth. So what happened was, my dad says, "Jimmy, I need you to calm down. To start with, my name ain't Jimmy. Jimmy, don't say nothing else. To start with, my name is not Jimmy. Jimmy, to start with, the motherfucker start with." And I think the motherfucking start with, is probably what sent Dad over the edge. Because before I could finish the next to start with that was coming out of my mouth, the left hand from hell came up and lifted me off my damn feet into the back of the door. Let's see if I got a picture. Well, that's that door, not that wooden door, but the glass door right there. It's like I slapped into that door, and it's like, boom! And my dad had never beat my ass before a day in my life. But he slapped me in the mouth that day. I haven't forgotten it. I have forgiven him. I didn't need to forgive him because I actually was asking for that ass whooping to start with. To start with, the motherfucking start with. Yeah, I was asking for that ass whooping. So, my Aunt Mur was sitting on the chair farthest away from me. And my Aunt Ruth was over there close to my dad. Which was like, he was right here and she was right there. One of those little bench seats. Everybody was just in shock. My cousin Bill was in shock. Everybody who was out there was in shock. I think everybody in the neighborhood probably heard that slap. Everybody's just like one of those Home Alone moments where everything just paused. And I'm tearing up. And the first thing comes out of his mouth is, to start with, I'm your daddy. When I tell you to do something, to motherfucking start with, you do it. Never had another problem out of me after that. Now moving back on to my Aunt Mur and finishing this off. So, after my Uncle Tony died, he's our uncle, she married him, I called Mur about a week after Tony's funeral. And apparently she had got sick. And he had died. It wasn't a week, it was like a year and a week to the day. So, I called her, she had gotten sick and she told me she was fine. And the day after she told me she was fine, she went to the hospital, and the day after that, she was dead. So when people tell me they're fine, I'm a little skeptical, and I don't really believe it. So, to my Aunt Murrah, my grandmother, and my Uncle Tony, thank you for all that you've taught me. I wish that everybody else in the family would have got a chance to actually meet them and see it through my eyes. Of course, not that part about my dad bitch slapping me because to start with, but everything else was cool. My Aunt Murrah used to let me cuss like a sailor. Unfortunately, I really do wish that she would have beat my ass instead of letting me cuss, because then I wouldn't cuss as much as I do now in my 40s. I hate cussing, but it's such a part of me that I can't help it now. Alright, this is Cover Habit number 2. I'm James Williams Jr., be seeing you.